The male protagonist Koshi becomes an orphan because of the fire. Luckily, a kind-hearted girl takes him back to the Goddess Dormitory and offers him a job as the manager of the dormitory, called Dormitory Mother. Since then, Koshi has lived with 5 sexy girls with different personalities. As Koshi needs to take care of the girls' daily life, he always accidentally has physical contact with them. At first, he still feels a bit shy, but soon he gets used to such a harem-like life. One day, his childhood sweetheart appears. Will she become his new harem member? Like and subscribe. And let's see. At the beginning of the story, a homeless boy named Koshi collapses on the street due to hunger. A girl named Minoru takes him home, provides him with food, and arranges for him to take a relaxing bath. Awkwardly, when he enters the bathroom, he finds 3 girls there. Koshi quickly runs out but bumps into a girl named Atina, who has just returned. It turns out that he's in the Goddess Dormitory of a women's college, where a total of 5 girls live. Apart from Minoru and Atina, there are also Kariya, Flay, and Serene. After learning that Koshi has no place to live, Minoru takes the initiative to invite Koshi to be the dorm mother. The other girls have no objections, but Atina firmly opposes it. Minoru explains to Koshi that Atina is a special girl who faints with nosebleeds when she touches a boy. Koshi doesn't want to make it hard for Atina and tells Atina that he can leave. Afterward, Atina feels guilty, especially after seeing that Koshi can only sleep on a park bench. She immediately carries Koshi back to the dormitory. Atina faints with nosebleeds from touching Koshi, but at least both of them make it to the Goddess Dormitory safely. In this way, Koshi becomes the dorm mother, responsible for cleaning the entire dormitory, including the goddess room. As a researcher, Minoru usually dresses casually in the dormitory, which makes Koshi feel awkward and has to leave quickly. Later, he is caught by Flay in the room and is dressed as a cat lady. He learns that Flay is a cosplay enthusiast who not only likes to roleplay herself, but also loves to get others dressed up. And now Koshi has to help Flay measure her figure. Before Koshi could finish his work, Minoru suddenly drags them out. It turns out that Minoru's experiment fails, resulting in toxic gases in the dormitory. According to Flay, people have long been used to this kind of thing. Koshi is angry that goddesses don't feel guilty about bothering others, but after scolding Minoru and Flay, he regrets it and flees into the street. Before Koshi could change out of his cat lady's costume, people are taking pictures of him. After this incident, with the weather getting colder, Koshi seizes the opportunity to offer blankets to the goddesses and takes the initiative to reconcile with Minoru and Flay. He explains that he only wants to do his best as the dorm mother. Minoru and Flay deeply understand Koshi and express their gratitude for his contributions to the dorm, hugging him tightly. When Atina, who has just returned, sees this scene, she can't help but have a nosebleed again. Later, Atina informs the others that, now that there's a boy in the dorm, everyone should adopt a more standardized dress code. She proclaims herself as the new inspector starting from that day. At night, Koshi is sleeping when he hears vibrations coming from upstairs. In the next second, Kariya falls straight from the ceiling. Kariya is a judoist and loves to read the shoujo manga. Whenever she sees a romantic plot, she can't control her emotions because of her shyness and punches around. With the floor temporarily broken, Kariya decides to sleep with Koshi, but Koshi reminds Kariya of her younger brother who practices martial arts, and she can't resist having a judo competition with him. Koshi doesn't dare to stay in the same room with Kariya and runs to Serene's room to sleep. Strangely, Serene walks up to Koshi and says that if Koshi is willing to make a contract with her, she could fix the floor with the power of the moon. Koshi thought Serene is joking and agrees. Later, Serene takes the initiative to kiss Koshi. When Koshi wakes up, it is the next day, and he finds that the floor has indeed been repaired. Believing that what happened last night was just a dream, Koshi proceeds to prepare breakfast for the goddesses. They are all delighted with Koshi's cooking skills and are eager to show their gratitude, seeing how well Koshi gets along with the goddesses. Atina feels extremely puzzled. Coincidentally, Koshi wants to go out to buy groceries for dinner. In order to uncover the truth, Atina decides to accompany him to the supermarket. To cope with her tendency to nosebleed at the sight of boys, Atina prepares a lot of nasal congestion, which helps her barely complete the mission. Koshi appreciates Atina's courage to confront her difficulties and expresses gratitude for her picking him up when they first met. Through their conversation, Atina understands how Koshi managed to gain the trust of the goddesses. Atina doesn't realize there are 2 boys in front of her who almost have a nosebleed because of her attractive figure. Fortunately, Koshi quickly takes her back to the dorm. This time, Atina's attitude towards Koshi has changed. She keeps asking Koshi to call her sister so that she can satisfy her perverted desire, and decides to protect Koshi from now on. Afterward, Minoru brings good news to Koshi. After she and Flay learn about Koshi's situation, they have been dealing with various complicated procedures so that Koshi can continue to go to school. On Koshi's first day at school, a girl kicks him hard and accuses Koshi of disappearing for too long. The girl named Sudhya is extremely fearful of heat and is Koshi's childhood sweetheart. Back in the old time, Sudhya did not want to hang out with her classmates because she was afraid of the heat. She sat alone, and only Koshi took the initiative to invite her. When Koshi learned about Sudhya's fear of heat, he went to the teacher and asked for ice to cool Sudhya down. Sudhya falls in love with Koshi for his sweetness. However, Sudhya is a tsundere person, obviously worried about Koshi, but refuses to say it directly. Koshi knows Sudhya very well and does not mind it, and especially brings a lot of refrigerant for Sudhya. Koshi accidentally reveals that he is a dorm mother at the Goddess Dormitory, and Sudhya, worried that Koshi is in love with someone else, decides to visit the Goddess Dormitory. The goddesses extend a warm welcome to Sudhya upon her arrival, particularly upon learning that Sudhya is Koshi's childhood sweetheart. Sudhya wants to check the goddesses' dorms one by one, only to find that Minoru's laboratory is inaccessible due to a gas leak. Flay is very enthusiastic and tries to change Sudhya's clothes forcefully, which frightens her. Among all, it is Atina's ordinary dorm that puts Sudhya at ease. However, when Koshi praises Atina, Sudhya feels jealous. As for Kariya, she doesn't leave a good impression on Sudhya due to feeding her expired cookies. Sensing Sudhya's dissatisfaction, Minoru proposes to let her stay in the dormitory at night to feel the atmosphere of the dormitory. Sudhya immediately chooses to live with Atina, who is closest to Koshi. At night, Sudhya and Atina see the embarrassing scene where Koshi and Kariya collide in the bathroom. Sudhya can't take it anymore and leaves the dormitory. Because of this, Kariya and Atina do not dare to talk to Koshi too much and rush to school after breakfast. But Koshi finds that they forget to bring lunch. He is worried that the two would get hungry when they come back late today. With Flay's help, he changes into women's clothes and goes to a women's college to deliver food. He ends up attracting the attention of many students. Finally, Koshi successfully delivers lunch to Kariya and Atina. That night, Atina proposes that they go on a trip together and asks Koshi to take Sudhya with them, so that they can improve their relationship with Sudhya through this opportunity. Serene runs back to her room as soon as she hears about the travel plans. When Koshi goes to check on her, Serene falls from the trash heap. According to Serene, she needs to absorb the power of the moon to grow, and the trash is her tool to absorb energy. This means that Serene did help repair the floor that night. In fact, Serene's reason for not wanting to go on the trip is quite simple. She usually spends her time in dorm and college filled with the power of the moon. Going outside means not being able to absorb energy. After learning the reason, everyone decides to help her create a tool that can absorb energy. Flay presents Serene with a Sailor Moon suit, hoping it will assist her. Unfortunately, ordinary people are not allowed to cosplay in public without permission. Minoru concocts a mysterious potion that is meant to stimulate energy, but it ends up enabling Flay to fully unleash her desires. Kariya attempts to have Serene practice Tai Chi to absorb energy, but that doesn't work either. At the critical moment, Atina gives her an umbrella adorned with moons and stars, finally solving the problem. On Koshi's side, he tells Sudhya about the trip, which instantly alerts Sudhya, and to monitor Koshi, Sudhya decides to go with them. After a while, everyone embarks on a vacation trip to the sea. Since Atina has booked the wrong hotel, everyone can only stroll around the mountain first. The ancestral hall on the mountain emits strange energy, which frightens Kariya into Koshi's arms. Seeing the scene, Sudhya gets so angry that she keeps hitting Koshi. During the night, Koshi and Minoru both notice Atina sneaking out of the room and go out together to check, only to get separated. Later, Koshi finds Atina, who comes to the toilet alone. To make matters worse, a girl with an umbrella suddenly appears, scaring them into hiding in a side room. Atina has feelings for Koshi that cannot be described in words, but now they are in the same room and she almost breaks out. Just then, Minoru's appearance interrupts them, and Koshi realizes that the girl with an umbrella was just Serene. Following the false alarm, the goddesses go to the seaside to have fun, while Koshi uses a telescope on the beach to observe their activities. Fulfilling his duties as the dorm mother, he doesn't expect Sudhya to be attacked by fish and unfortunately drown. Since Koshi can't swim, he has to ask Kariya to rescue her. Upon learning of the incident, everyone praises Koshi for his bravery. Hearing Atina's praise, Koshi remembers last night's events and hastily used the excuse of buying drinks to leave the beach. Kariya and Sudhya also take the opportunity to mend their relationship, and Sudhya also takes the initiative to reveal a secret. It turns out that Koshi's first love was a kindergarten teacher, so Sudhya especially remains the same hairstyle as the kindergarten teacher. Flay on the side gets a little excited when she hears the news, and the heat around her makes Sudhya faint. Atina sees the situation and hurriedly goes to the supermarket to buy some ice. At this time, two men try to forcibly take Athena away. Luckily, Koshi arrives in time to stop them. When they return to the beach, Athena thanks Koshi for giving her a family-like feeling to make her feel safe. Instead of showing joy, Koshi looks strange, and his state stays the same even after the trip. Minoru and Flay soon notice Koshi's strange behavior and decide to help Koshi. Flay takes Koshi to the cosplay club and constantly interrogates Koshi during the cosplay. Under her pressure, Koshi finally tells the truth. However, he does not give Athena's name. Seeing that Koshi doesn't know how to deal with feelings that cannot be described in words, Flay encourages him to face the reality and figure out what he really thinks. In the end, with Flay's help, Koshi succeeds in clearing the doubts in his mind. A few days later, Koshi and Tsuruya arrive at the Women's University's Gakuen Festival, and Flay, the administrator, takes them to Minoru's shop. Minoru dresses up as a witch and prepares to sell the potion she has made. Soon the administrator discovers that Minoru does not have a license, and Minoru has to take Koshi and Tsuruya to escape. Right after that, Flay takes Koshi and Tsuruya to catch Serene. Unexpectedly, due to Minoru dropping the medicine bottle while fleeing, the students' desires are aroused, causing a sudden chaos at the scene. At the critical moment, Serene activates the power of the moon to counteract the effects of the potion, helping everyone return to normal. This drains her energy, prompting Koshi to take her to rest. Serene claims that she needs a kiss to replenish her energy and is about to kiss Koshi. Fortunately, Flay arrives with food just in time, allowing Koshi to avoid being kissed. Finally, the three visit Athena's maid's cafe. Everyone is happy to see Athena work hard to overcome her fear of boys. Flay sees that Tsuruya is interested in the maid costume, and immediately dresses Tsuruya up and asks Athena to take a break and walk around the campus with Koshi. They first go to the Watch Menswear competition together. Kariya has countless fans as the previous champion and judge, and even Athena is attracted to Kariya. At this time, Koshi accidentally drinks a potion made by Minoru out of thirst that reveals his nature. He is worried that he would expose his childish nature, and he doesn't know what to do for a while. At this time, Kariya mentions she receives 3 maze tickets as a reward for being the judge. Koshi uses the effect of the potion to indicate that he wants to go to the maze. Kariya and Athena, knowing that he rarely speaks his real thoughts, take Koshi to the maze. After leaving the maze, they join Minoru. When Koshi learns that the bottle actually contains water, he is extremely embarrassed to expose his nature in front of everyone. At this moment, Tsuruya in the coffee shop is inspired to have a special fetish and has a lot of fun. Following the joyful school festival, Christmas is just around the corner. Kariya receives a task from her family that she has to organize the Christmas event of the dojo alone this year. Fortunately, Koshi and Athena volunteer to help. As planned, they are supposed to go gift shopping the next morning. However, while Koshi is cleaning his room, he accidentally stumbles upon Athena, who has just finished bathing, causing her to have a nosebleed. As a result, Kariya has to go to the mall alone with Koshi. The two spend a delightful time together, causing Kariya to momentarily feel like she is on a date with Koshi. On Christmas Day, the same thing happens again. Since Athena is unable to move, Kariya has to take Serene instead and go to the dojo with her for Christmas events. After they arrive at the dojo, Koshi dresses up as a Christmas reindeer and hands out gifts to the children. When Koshi learns that one of the little girls is afraid to take the gift because she has the worst grades, Koshi says to the little girl that if she works hard, she would get the gift, and also gives her a special medal. In this way, the three spend a happy Christmas with the children. Later, Koshi also gives Kariya a gift. Kariya gets overwhelmed, but the appearance of Serene interrupts all this. After Christmas, as it gets colder, Minoru and Flay bring out the prepared foot warmer, and Koshi sits around to keep warm with the goddesses together. Koshi laments that he finally feels at home again. In order to enjoy the foot warmer, Kariya and Athena ask Koshi to do homework on the foot warmer, and Koshi plans to ask Tsuruya to study together. For Tsuruya, who is afraid of heat, entering the foot warmer is an unacceptable thing. But for Koshi's sake, Tsuruya goes back to the Goddess Dormitory with Koshi. Strangely, there is no one in the dormitory, and Koshi is afraid to open the foot warmer, fearing that Tsuruya would be uncomfortable. Later, Koshi activates the foot warmer after getting Tsuruya's consent. Unexpectedly, under the warmth of the foot warmer, both of them fall asleep, and Tsuruya, who wakes up first, has an intimate interaction with Koshi. After she notices that Athena discovers the move, Tsuruya is embarrassed and beats Koshi. Soon, the other goddesses return to the dormitory one after another, and everyone enjoys the hot pot together. The next day, Athena is knitting gloves for Koshi in her room, while Koshi is busy cleaning Flay's room. Suddenly, there is a loud noise in Serene's room. Athena and Koshi hear the sound and decide to go inside to check it out. They have to look outside because they can't open the door, and Koshi just happens to see Serene escaping through the window. He has to catch Serene with his body. After Serene returns to the room, she still doesn't allow others to enter. They have no choice but to continue organizing Flay's room. At this point, Surya joins the room cleaning team. As Koshi looks at the cosplay costumes on the floor, he can't help but recall his own experience of being dressed up by Flay. Surya is jealous of the interactions between Koshi and the goddesses. Once they finish tidying up Flay's room, they move on to Minoru's laboratory. Here is tidy and even sanitized, so there is no need for further organizing. Now only Serene's room has not been cleaned up. Athena tempts Serene with a snack before finally opening her door. As a result, apart from a large pile of garbage, there are also New Year's gifts for others in her room. Minoru is surprised and takes Athena and Serene to drink together. When Koshi and Surya finish cleaning up Serene's room, the drunken three fall on Koshi. Surya freaks out again after seeing the scene. In the blink of an eye, the new year is approaching, and the goddesses are staying in the dormitory for various reasons, which makes Koshi very happy. He always thought he is going to celebrate the new year alone. For the celebration, Koshi is ready to go out to buy some supplies. Athena can't accompany Koshi because her knitting gloves are not finished yet. She can only watch Kariya go out with Koshi. While shopping, Koshi suddenly faints and frightens Kariya. Koshi has a fever due to a cold, and the goddesses decide to let Koshi rest well and help him recover. Surya also rushes to the dormitory when she hears the news. Concerned about Koshi's situation, she takes the initiative to check Koshi's temperature, but because Koshi's body temperature is too high, she faints right away. Minoru and Athena have to take Surya aside to rest. Unexpectedly, Flay has already laid down next to Koshi and wants to take good care of Koshi. Kariya then brings a glass of juice that looks terrible. Athena accidentally has intimate interaction with Koshi to stop Koshi from drinking the glass of juice, and then she blacks out of bleeding too much. After that, except for Athena and Surya, who pass out and need to rest, the other goddesses take care of the household. Due to a nightmare causing excessive sweating, Koshi wants to take a shower. Kariya is in charge of laundry, and she can't resist secretly smelling Koshi's clothes. However, her emotions get the best of her, and she ends up tearing Koshi's clothes quite a bit. As a result, when Koshi finishes bathing, he has no choice but to wear short sleeves and shorts. Not wanting Kariya to feel guilty about it, Koshi has to lie, claiming he feels very cool. In fact, on such a cold day, he feels incredibly chilly. Meanwhile, Athena is cooking a bowl of porridge for Koshi, and Minoru brings out a potion she has made to let Koshi drink. Surely, Athena disagrees and grabs the bottle from Minoru. As Koshi passes by the kitchen, the bottle falls to the ground and explodes, making Koshi's condition worse. Feeling bad, Athena takes care of Koshi all by herself. Surya thinks that staying in the dormitory will not help and leaves. While Athena tirelessly cares for Koshi, she fondly recalls the happy moments they have experienced together. Clearly, this is a typical plot in anime. In the end, it is Athena's determination to look after Koshi that helps him make a full recovery. On New Year's Day, Athena gives Koshi a pair of gloves she has knitted, and the others gather at the door, ready to go together to buy ingredients for the New Year's Eve feast. That brings the end of the season. Megami no Ryobokuen is a funny and relaxing anime, with simple plots that can bring a lot of joy to us. Of course, I believe that, just like me, many of you love those exciting scenes. Let me secretly tell you that while watching, I played it back several times to make sure I didn't miss any of the fantastic details. I wonder if you would play it back many times for certain plots while watching anime? Feel free to tell me your answers in the comment area. If you like this kind of anime, please comment keep going below and I'll recap more of such anime afterward. In the end, don't forget to like and subscribe. Your support can push me to make more good recaps. Bye!